Changing Hearts and Mind program. We're an NGO, a nonprofit here locally, and we help veterans and the community with resources, support, and we've been doing it for how long, Kayla?
Ooh, since 2012?
2012. 2012.
2012,
Yes.
yes.
501c3. It's a
Yes.
labor of love, and we're grateful to St. John's Bread of Life, Amazing 102.5 for giving us this platform to help others. We're so grateful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to this amazing station for giving us this platform. So when we went to break, what were we discussing, Kayla?
So we were connecting PTSD with also addiction and how the recovery process for both uh, behavioral issues are linked or are similar. And so, and the recovery and the tools and the services are very similar. And we were also talking about during the break how that dynamic, right, that piece of addiction and PTSD, and why some of the veterans, when they return home, and because of some of the traumas that they experienced during war or during combat, why they self medicate. And so you're just feeding into, I believe, the PTSD, the traumas they experience because of some of those memories. And we're here to provide solutions and hope. And Rodney and Sam came up with the slogan, recovery is possible. And so we've used that, Champ used that slogan a lot and for
Pathway.
us, and pathway. And we use that because it is possible. It's possible for our veterans who are suffering from PTSD. And it is possible for those who are struggling with addiction, whether it be alcohol or drugs or whatever the vice may be. Recovery is possible. So, Sam and Mr. Owens and Barbara, tell the community how they can connect with Pathway to Serenity and how they can get plugged in.
Okay, thank you so much, Kayla. Uh, you can connect with Pathway to Serenity. Our website is www.pathwaytoserenity.org. Once again, that's www.pathwaytoserenity.org. Our phone number is area code 713-631-0366. 713-631-0366. You know, with us being a nonprofit organization, we always need things, toiletries. I was stating to a friend of mine the other day when they was asking, what do we need? And one of the things about C.H.A.M.P, they're always giving to Pathway. They always pour it into Pathway, whether it's clothing or whatever. And it's just an amazing partnership that we have. But guys out there that is listening on your drive home, think about it. Just a pair of underwear, a pair of new socks means the world to someone that has been homeless in their addiction for years, and then they come into a program. Most men, clothing is very limited. And we do have a clothing closet where the men can shop and where they can find an outfit to come to church in, or just it just builds their self-esteem, you know. But you know, like I said, toiletries, underwear, socks, things of those items, are toothpaste, are always needed at Pathway to Serenity. One other thing I want to do is I want to give a shout out to someone that I realized today. She was my guardian angel, and I met Miss Sheila Bush 27 years ago, and Miss Bush was my probation officer. And what I learned later on is I ended up working with her sister, and her sister, I was telling her about this amazing lady that saved my life. And when she called her sister, she told me, she said, you know, Rodney, that's my sister. And I'm like, really? So she called her sister, and her sister, she told her who she worked with, and her sister replied, said, you know, she always saw something in me when I didn't see anything in myself. So I wanted to give her a shout out because the last 27 years on my sobriety birthday, no matter where I'm at, I stop and I give her a call and I thank her for having such a major impact on my life and saving my life and putting me on the path that I'm on today. So shout out to Sheila Bush. Thank you, Ms. Bush.
Outstanding. I love that. I think it's so important to always recognize the especially when we're in recovery, we in our right minds, being grateful to those like my wife and your wife,
Yeah.
Mrs. Bush, who helped you as well. And a shout out to our third host who's not here today, Dr. B. He's listening on the radio. He said it's a great show today, as well as Miss Amanda Sapp sends her love to us. She's listening as well. So thank you both for supporting. Also, I just want to plug our next week's show. We'll have James King, and
Sheila Stamps.
they are Air Force veterans as well as leaders of a local veteran organization that can help you get plugged in with claims and things like that for your benefits and things like that. So if you're a veteran or if you're a family member of a veteran, a dependent of a veteran, child or whatever, definitely be here next week from 5 to 6. That's Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and so you can get some very valuable information from James and Sheila.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Barbara Owens. Barbara had a birthday on Monday. Happy belated birthday and
Barbara.
Mother's Day,
Yay.
Barbara. Yay. But let me
Thank you.
tell you how phenomenal Miss Barbara is. Barbara cooked burgers for the guys at Pathway to Serenity on her birthday and
Wow.
Mother's Day.
And Mother's Day.
So that just shows you her heart to serve, her heart for Pathway to Serenity, and her heart for her husband Rodney. So I just wanted to give her a shout out and commend her for the heart of love that she has for the people. So
She really
shout out
does.
to
She really does.
Barbara.
When you visit Pathway to Serenity, you'll see that it's not like a facility. It's
No.
like a home.
It is.
And so the men there, a lot of these men did not receive these very important life lessons growing up. And so we're playing catch up. And Mrs. O plays that role of that mom figure and these are grown men. But there are certain things that we need as men.
Nurturing.
Mentoring, mothering, things like that. And that's what I love about Pathway. So we're going to continue to support. A shout out to the Chris family.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, for the suits.
The
Yeah.
Chris Law
Yeah,
Firm.
the Chris Law Firm, and they gave some suits to us, and we blessed them to Pathway to Serenity.
And you know another thing, Sam. You know the state of Texas. They say, and I understand, it's a residential intensive treatment center,
Yes.
but it's our ministry.
Yes.
It's our calling. We're fishermen of men, and you know my job is to get them in, and we get them down here and let St. John's, which has been so amazing, partnering with them and what they do. And the love that they show to men, they just are blown away of the love that they receive whenever they walk through the doors of St. John's. And it's been like that for the last 14 years. You know, and we always tell the men, it's voluntary. You know, we're gonna pull up in a van, those that choose to come, and
Yeah.
you know, but every week it seems like the van is just packed. You know, it's like
It really is.
you know,
It
so-
really is, Pat.
So this has been another episode of C.H.A.M.P Veteran and Community Chat. I'm Sam Alex.
I'm Kayla Alex.
And we'll see you next week. And again, before we sign off, thank you, Rodney and Barbara.
Yes.
Pathway to Serenity. If you need to reach out, definitely reach out to them.
And also, you can always contact the radio station or St. John's. They know how to contact us too. And we want to thank Sam and Kayla and C.H.A.M.P for this opportunity, because the thing about it is, this information has to be put out. That's the only way we're gonna be able to help those And my job is just to plant the seed now, and that's what we do. Barbara and I we're now farmers, so we plant the seed and let God do the rest of the work.
Yes.
All right, that's a
Thank you,
great-
Champ.
Oh, you're welcome, Rodney. Blessings, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Blessings.